Hello and welcome back to my, I should say my bug monotype. I gotta remember to get back into used to saying that. So, my bug monotype of Pokemon Expert Emerald. In the last episode we arrived here in Rustborough City, and we didn't do a full exploration of the whole city, but we very much know that obviously our Pokemon are going to be quite vulnerable to Roxanne's rock-type Pokemon, so I wanted to go back and grind quite a lot indeed. We do need to grind a lot, and this is the result of the grinding. So our Beautifly is now here at level 24, and the reason we're got to level 24 is level 24 is the level at which Beautify learns Mega Drain. So we now have a Grass-type move, which is quadruply effective against quite a few Rock-types. And that's hopefully going to be really useful for us. So we've got Gust, Stun Sport, Mega Drain, Harden. Wanted to learn Morning Sun, but I chose not to. But yeah, obviously, Stun Spore is also a new move there. Stun Spore, just for that paralysis, it's better than String Shot, really. Because it does exactly the same thing. Slightly less accurate, obviously. But it does the same thing in that it slows down your Pokemon, but it also, obviously also paralyzes them as well. And then we have our Dustox here, with the ability Shield Dust. He hasn't changed too much. He's at level 20 with Gust, String Shot, Poison Sting, Harden. He wanted to learn Protect at level 17, which wasn't particularly useful for me. And also the opposite of Morning Sun, Moonlight, which additionally wasn't so useful for us, just as healing. But anyway, quickly, before we get into the battle as such, we're just going to quickly pop into the trainer school. Because I'm pretty sure if we talk to this teacher, who's going to quickly pop around, look at the class, come back down, he's going to tell us we're going to get a Quick Claw, which is really useful. So, a Pokemon with a Quick Claw will occasionally speed up and get to move before its opponents. Didn't we meet up before? I think Petal Boat. I didn't even notice this. But anyway, I hadn't even noticed this guy in the corner. But anyway, let me introduce myself. My name's Scott. I've been travelling everywhere in search of outstanding trainers. More specifically, I'm looking for Pokemon Battle Experts. So it brings you to the school. First thing you should do is to have a Pokemon learn the move Cut. If I remember correctly, someone in this town has Cut. So he's there to tell you about Cuts and stuff like that. We obviously already have Cuts. We haven't taught it to a Pokemon yet, though. Probably will use a slave for that. So yeah, so these people talk about Roxanne a bit more. Everyone else isn't particularly interesting. I think a lot of the stuff that we've obviously we would have already heard had from our other playthroughs. But the other thing I wanted to do is I just want to show you this new trade in this area, which is essentially you could trade a Cubone, trade Ralts for Cubone, and you can find Ralts back at Route 102 where obviously Wally catches his. So that's pretty early access to Cubone if you so desire a Cubone. Obviously we won't be using Cubone because we're doing a bug monotype and Cubone ain't no bug Pokemon. So let's see how we fare against some of the gym trainers now that we have a grass type move. So we've got double battle here. You might be in the middle of town, so what? My rock Pokemon need room to rampage. So we've got a Youngster and a Hiker. Again, only 3 Pokemon. So one guy only has 1 and the others have 2. We're definitely going to Mega Drain the Onix, because that's the bigger threat. And we can Gust the Sandshrew. Onix goes down in 1 hit. Beautiful. Gust uses it. Yeah, Gust still does a decent amount. We can Mega Drain and Gust. Obviously, Mega Drain is going to take out the Sandshrew. There we go. He's now going to send out his Geodude, which gets hit by Gust, and then we can Mega Drain and Gust again, and Mega Drain should get back all of that health, and beautiful. So, apparently we've got some potential. Our challenger is one feisty customer. Have to hand it to our leader, it took smarts and sense for her to pick the rock type at her young age. Roxanne is stronger than me by several times, you'd better be on your guard. My radiator is making a very odd sound. So, here we go, here's Roxanne, the Rustborough City Gym Leader. So, we are going to see how she fares. Obviously, if she's got lots of quadruply weak Pokemon, that would be useful. If she doesn't, then it's going to be... So she sends out the Aaron to begin with. So, I think Mega Drain should do a good amount. We are 10 levels above. But obviously, we need that sort of leeway just because rock type moves are so powerful against us. Just going to use a Phanpy, which obviously is not a rock type, unless they changed the types in this game, which I don't believe they did. I know they did for certain Pokemon, like I mentioned the last episode about Masquerain changing from bug flying to water flying. But yeah, I wonder if other Pokemon have changed their typing. I don't think Phanpy has. So Rhyhorn once more. 3 Pokemon in a row just go down to our Mega Drain. So what else do we have? I'm going to use a Nose Pass, okay. This time I'm going to change. The only reason I'm going to change here is because Nose Pass is pure rock type and doesn't have the quadruple weakness that Rhyhorn and Onix and all this sort of stuff does. And just because of that, I'm just thinking it might not go down in one hit, and obviously it can then get off a quadruply effective rock type move, and I would be in very big trouble. So we're going to just use Poison Sting. It's not very effective. Poison is not very effective on rock. Let's go for the Thunder Wave, okay. It's going to harden. That's no issue because obviously we're not going to be hitting it with. There we go. We get the poison. That's good. She's actually going to full heal. Okay, so she actually has a full heal. I wonder how many she has. There we go. We get another poisoning. So if you're going to full heal, then I could theoretically swap here. Oh no, she's going to dig a hole. Okay, this is actually a really good time for us to go into Beautifly because obviously we are unaffected by dig, and then we can just Mega Drain. She's actually going to potion, so is that going to not restore it to full health? Going to land the Mega Drain, and that's going to take it out. There we go. I don't know whether it would have taken out for full, but either way, we defeat Roxanne. As she says, she's got lots more to learn. So we're going to receive the Stone Badge from Roxanne, heightens the attack power, also allows them to use Cut. And we get TM39, which is Rock Tomb. Also lower speed. If you use the CM, it instantly teaches this move to a Pokemon. Cool. Since you are so strong, you should challenge other gym leaders. By battling many trainers, you should learn many things. Cool. So we defeat Roxanne, which is a good start to our Hoenn adventure. Get out of the way. We've obviously got the Team Aqua now, and they're stealing the Devon goods from the researcher, and we will go and get to his aid in just a sec. So yeah, good. Obviously, we're now very highly leveled, so we're probably actually a little too high leveled for most of the Pokemon. But anyway, oh, it's you. You're that fantastic trainer who helped me in Petalburg Woods. Help me, I was robbed by Team Aqua. I have to get the Devon goods back. If I don't, I'm going to be in serious trouble. So, obviously the Team Aqua has gone down Route 116. I don't know if I showed you all the Pokemon that you can catch here. You can get Surskit. This is where I was grinding, so you can get Surskit, Nincada, Meowth, Skitty, Spoink, Talo, obviously. So yeah, you can get lots of different Pokemon around this area. I did some of the battles as well. I think I did this. No, I definitely did the double battle in the episode, so it should be fine. So just going to swap in our Dustox here, and the reason I'm going to do that is just because Dustox is lower level, and so needs the levels more. We're going to meet Mr. Bryony just here. And he's going to be very upset about the fact that his Pico has been taken away. As there you can see, a wild Cyndaquil. And if you're wondering how we get to it, obviously we need Cut. Don't currently have a Pokemon that knows Cut. This is a good point. And so yeah, inside here, so inside Rustbred, with the Rust Turf Tunnel, you can see you can get wild Smoochum. Just gonna think. I think Nincada learns Cut, or certainly Meowth will. I don't think Taylor does. We just need a Pokemon that learns Cut, just to act as an HM slave. There's a Pokemon that learns Cut. Aww. There is a Pokemon I think that learns Cut. And also is a Bug type, so I can technically keep to my Bug Monotype rules. So just going to quickly check a Pokeball. There we go, we're going to catch ourselves an Nincada, the trainee Pokemon. It makes its nest at the roots of a mighty tree. Using its whisker-like antennae, it probes its own surroundings in the pitch-black darkness of soil. There we go. We get ourselves an Incada. So let's just check. I'm hoping this is going to work. It does work, good. So an Incada learns cut. Obviously, because we have the gym badge, we can use cut. But before we have to do that, we have to deal with the team Aqua Grunt. Do I have any? Oh, it's just my Incada. Okay, cool. So what are you coming? Come and get some then. Grak, you haul it all! That hostage Pokemon turned out to be worthless. And to think I made a getaway into this tunnel to nowhere. Yeah, so anyway, we got the team Aqua Grunt here. He's got a Dratini, so sticking with the dragon type theme, somewhat, we can... You're going to Berry Juice, you're going to Agility, but Gust is going to take you out, and his career in crime comes to an end. This player is playing not right, the boss needs to be sick and easy. Yep. So yeah, again, we've spoken to a lot of this, and then we get Mr. Briny, who comes and collects his dear Pico, and Pico is free. So we've seen Wild Smoochum, we also get Wild Elekid. I also came in here very briefly to do some more grinding. You see Wild Magby, as we just run into one, which is good. You also get Wild, not Magby, what am I saying? You get Wild Pichu as well in here as well. So lots and lots of baby Pokemon. As our Cyndaquil goes, Queen! Cyndaquil! Again, this is I'm more showing you this battle just because obviously it is here and it's something that to show, but for us actually in terms of the course of this playthrough, that's just free experience. There's another Elekid. Cool. So there we go. The Goofy Goon hightailed it out of the tunnel. I can get back to digging. Want to stay here and keep me company? It's no big deal if there's no tunnel to hike up mountain. Yeah. So obviously, we've spoken to a few of these trainers before. To go to Vendor without using this tunnel, you'd have to cross the sea to Juford, sail on to Stateport, then travel through Morville. Which is exactly what we're about to do. At first we had a huge work crew boring through rock with the latest machinery, but we had to stop. It turns out that we had had a negative effect on wild Pokemon in the area. Nothing to do but loll around. There's a man digging his way to Verdant. I wonder if he made it through yet. He nearly has, obviously, because when we go in there, we just need to finish it off using Rock Smash. So, trainer tips, your bag has several pockets. Items you obtained are automatically placed within. So as you can see, we have quite a few little battles to do here. A couple of double battles, actually. Both our Pokemon are there. We are just going to very quickly use the relevant berry to cure ourselves of paralysis. And now, you two, what do you two have? Just so you know, I've never once been bested by anyone at anything. When you lay your eyes on my Pokemon's gorgeous fur, their beauty will render you helpless. So we've got Lady Sarah and Rich Boy Dawson, another set of, another pair with only 3 in total. Both with the Nidoran. So, let's get rid of the male first. The Beautifly is going to land Gust on the male goes down. It's going to send out a Poochyena, which we're going to gust with Dustox, which goes down straight away. And then we can gust the female. That's going to... Again, we are so high, we are much higher leveled than we obviously should be at this point. As we find another potion. Oh no, you've mussed up my Pokemon's fur, you've ruined my hairdo too, I'll have to call my stylist now. My life of luxury affords me all that I could possibly desire. When it comes to Pokemon, your wealth has no meaning. We learn all sorts of things at the training school, I want to test out things for real, let me teach you how strong my adorable Pokemon is. So these, they have 4 between them, so 2 each. Start off with the Magby, which is obviously the bigger threat here. We will do our best to take it out. Down goes the Magby. It's going to send out an Elekid, which thankfully Sing missed, which is really good for us. We'll Poison Sting the Elekid, and we will Gust the Clefairy. So down goes the Clefairy, and he nearly goes down. We'll Gust. We can Poison Sting the Elekid, and we will Gust the Jigglypuff. Just going to Potion up his Elekid. Jigglypuff goes down, and we get Poisoning on the... And down goes the Elekid as well. So there we go. We defeat Last Janus. I selected to score, that's why I lost. You are not above me. Pokemon that possess cuteness and power, that's ideal, I think. I'll have to redo some courses at the training school. If I don't, Roxanne will be steamed. So we can continue cutting through here. We can obviously pick some berries. And we get an ether as well. And now what we can do is we can start heading back towards... Oh, sorry. First of all, we have to deal with the Devon situation. So we're going to get another Great Ball, and then we're going to get taken to the Devon Corporation president, who is going to ask us to take a letter to... Oh, yes, he heals us! In Ruby and Sapphire, he doesn't actually heal either. But anyway, well then, I'm going to go with caution and care. So, yeah, so he obviously is asking us to heal up, to send a message to his son, Stephen. So, we got to try out the Pokénav. Yeah. So he's the fossil guy. Cool. And then we've got, yeah, so that's the whole of Devon. I've been developing an added feature for the Pokénav. It turned out great. So, a new feature named Match Call to your Pokénav. Okay, so this is interesting. Using the Match Call feature, you can chat with people who have been registered in your Pokénav. Our president soon should be registered. Try it. Test it out. Please give us... Okay, so we can go to Pokénav and go to Match Call. Okay, so we can give them a ring, like a phone call. Oh, man, since you called in, the Pokénav must be working properly. Other people will be registered, so try calling them up too. I'm looking down at you from my office window. See you again. Okay, cool. So that is that. Okay, I'd better get back to work. Please take care. So I wonder whether we can do we have... I know that there was a rematch sort of thing introduced in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I was wondering whether this is going to act similarly to that. I wonder if it's going to act similar to that. Anyway, okay, cool. So yeah, so now that we have done that, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to head and talk to Mr. Briny. But first of all, we got a little chat with May as well. So you, hi mate. So, hi Random, you had a match call feature put on your Pokénav. Let's register each other so we can contact one another anytime. So get May in the Pokénav, and then, oh by the way, I passed Mr. Briny in Pepperberg Woods. I guess he's on his way home to his cottage by the sea. So how about a little battle? So, we'll see how May fares up against our over-leveled Pokemon. We're just going to gust her Skitty, which he obviously does actually get in the anime, so that might be a callback to that. And unfortunately, this Skitty does have the most frustrating thing in Attract, and we're still in love. There we go. I just figured that we'd eventually cut through. So next she's going to bring in Trico. We are going to send in our Beautifly, and we can Gust, and that should take out the Trico. Super effective, and get stabbed. Down goes the Trico. We defeat May. Oh, by the way, Mr. Briny, who I just passed, random you just moved here, so you might not know this, but Mr. Briny was not a revered seafarer. Yeah. Essentially, wink, wink, hint, hint. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got to go talk to Mr. Briny. That's sort of what all of that is all about. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back, and we are going to talk to Mr. Briny. But first of all, we've got some items to collect. Namely, an X-Max you see there. I don't think there's anything up here. But there's also some stuff in the woods as well once we go this way. Namely, we can battle you. Can we? Oh, neat. That's the battle Rust Gem. Yes, you should try using this item. So we get the Miracle Seed, which boosts the power of Grass-type moves. Its Grass-type moves become stronger. Beside Miracle Seed, I think there are other convenient items for Pokemon to hold. Indeed, there are. So, we're just going to put some items... Yeah, we might as well put some items... I mean, I doubt I'll be outsped by a lot of things at the moment, just because of how high level my Pokemon are compared to sort of like the rest of the Pokemon around. But giving Quick Claw is, you know, better than having nothing, just in case. So anyway, we get a Great Ball there. As we see Wild Weedle, so there are Wild Weedle here. Obviously a Beedrill would have been interesting, and probably would have been... I don't know, actually. I should also say that every Pokemon has had its... Well, not every Pokemon, but a lot of the Pokemon here have had their stats changed. So certainly Dustox and Beautifly, the ones I'm using, they've both had their stats slightly buffed. So, yeah, so that just means that they become slightly more viable. I think Dustox now has like, Beautifly now has like 110 special attack instead of 100 or something like that. Both their totals were taken up to like 435. But obviously, even though they've been increased in power, a lot of other Pokemon have. So it's difficult to say whether it's actually that useful or not. But anyway, yeah, that's just to say that. Essentially, what's really useful is that with the download for this hack, there is actually a large document file that the creators provided, which contains all of the information you need to know about like different different stats, different type changes specifically, different move sets, etc. Which is all good. So anyway, we're going to be able to talk to Mr. Bryony, who's going to ask whether we want to sail, and then we're going to be able to sail off to Dewford, down routes 105, but we actually had to bring on our Pokénav. Oh, Random, where are you now? It sounds windy wherever you are. I just heard from Devon's Mr. Stone about your Pokénav, so I decided to give you a call. Sounds like you're doing fine, so that's fine with me. You take care now. Okay, so we get Dad on the Pokénav as well. Completely forgot that. But anyway, ahoy, we've hit land in Dewford. I suppose you're off to deliver that letter to, who was it now? Stephen. I wonder if that's just there to remind you that that's who you're meant to be messaging. But anyway, yeah, so everyone's going to be talking to here. So we get the Silk Scarf, which is actually very useful. Boosts the power of normal type moves. We get Heart Scale. We have the Dewford Island Gym, which we could potentially try. But anyway, so Ranown's fishing spot. Now you're getting the itch to fish. So we can fish from this guy. We obviously see a little Totodile just above us that we're going to be able to catch. But anyway. I left the major port of Slateport City when I married my husband here. Life goes by slowly on this little island, but being surrounded by the beautiful sea, that's happiness. So anyway, yes, we are going to battle this little wild Totodile here. Die! Toto! Totodile! So, yeah, we'll just Poison Sting. I do quite like, I mean, it's weird obviously that there'd be sort of wild Pokemon just sort of hanging around, but at the same time it's nice that they sort of put so much effort into like increasing the number of wild Pokemon you see. I mean, sheesh, Has event is the hottest thing in cool. So yeah, so essentially, yeah, we just end up with these sort of, they have this weird thing about these weird phrases that just get very, very popular. Yeah, everyone just talk. Yeah, this. I think this house is just there to sort of give you an idea of the sort of the madness that's going through the town in many ways. So what we have is we have a few more trainers up here, which are really, which are going to be useful for our Pokemon to get a few more levels. Unfortunately, this Staryu does no recover, which is going to be an issue. But there we go, down goes this Staryu, and now we grow to level 22, our Dustox. And then we got another Fisherman Elliot, who sends out his Magikarp. Oh, just Gus. And you've got Corsola, so neither of my moves are very effective against you, so I'm just going to very quickly pop into Beautifly and Mega Drain. That's quadruply effective against you, so you will definitely... And then you've got a Clamperl, so we'll go back into Dustox. Clamperl does have relatively high defense, especially when it's using Iron defense. But there we go, we get the freeze on. And although we're slightly low on health, there we go. So we register Fisherman Elliot in the Pokemon. Fishing is the greatest, whether it's in the sea or a stream. You agree with me, right? Okay, so it's going to be very similar to, like, once you find a Pokeball just randomly in the sand. So that means that just random trainers you can add to your Pokemon. And I guess they ring you occasionally for new ideas, etc. So it's quite similar to what we had in terms of the phone call system in Johto. That wasn't Johto, right? But anyway, what we're going to be able to do is talk to this guy. He's going to be able to give us a Flash. And obviously, in order to use it, we do need the badge from the Dewford Pokemon Gym. We probably will take on the gym. I don't see why we shouldn't. Indeed, actually, yeah, why not? Let's take on the gym. Let's see how we do. Because the fact is our Pokemon largely resist fighting type moves, which is really good, and both of them have moves which are super effective against fighting types, which is even better. So we've got Battle Girl Laura here, who's going to send out a Meditite. Now, Meditite could obviously be an issue, being a Psychic type Pokemon, but we are several levels above. And a Machop. Yeah, so that is... I mean, you saw there... I mean, both my Pokemon quadruply resist fighting, which is really, really good. Come on, what do you have to say? I battle in the dark to make my heart stronger. Because it's so dark, I can never see... But because it's so hot, I can never see Brawly's face. What's it about Brawly? All of his trainers love him. This is far more of a maze than it was in the original. Alright, Mike is right, come on. So we've got Black Belt Takao. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But anyway. His Machop goes down, and he's got a Makihita as well at level 18, which is going to go down in 2 gusts. Nice. Your skill overcame my strength. Your technique is commendable. So there's nothing that way. There's a trainer there. There's a trainer here. If you mean to pass, it has to be through me. Black Belt Christian has a Heracross, so quadruply weak to my flying type moves. You win. Go after that bitch. There's no need for Brawly to be involved. I'll crush you, says Battle Girl Jocelyn, who has a Tyrogue. Down in a single gust. And Dustox wants to learn a Psybeam at level 24. So this is the counterpart to Beautifly learning Mega Drain at level 24. So yes, we will learn Psybeam. And Psybeam will actually... Space 65 will be better than String Shot. If we want to slow something down, we'll most likely go into Beautifly and try and paralyze it. I'm not going to waste this loss. I'm going to use it as motivation to train. I'll become the Pokemon League champion. So we've got a few more trainers to battle down here. Maybe even a double battle. I'll show you the gumption of a sailing man. Are you stumbling around in the dark? So we have a double battle here between Sailor Brendan and Battle Girl Lilith. Poliwhirl and Shroomish. So, Dustox, you are going to... we're going to Poison Sting the Shroomish, and you are going to Mega Drain the Poliwhirl. Down goes the Poliwhirl. And she's going to send out a Gligar. Okay, so completely... And we're going to get seeded. So, anyway, ground flying, aren't you? You're ground flying. Okay, so we have nothing that's super effective against you. Alright, we're just going to gust the Shroomish, and we're going to gust the Gligar as well. Gligar goes for a quick attack. Beautifly is the one they're targeting down for some reason. In comes our Gust. Down goes the Shroomish. We even get a crit. That crit probably mattered. So, anyway, you're going to send out Mankey. We're going to Gust the Gligar, and we're going to Gust the Mankey. But Beautifly's Gust is more powerful, so Mankey goes down in one hit. And Gligar's going to use Lick, which he gets a crit with. Should take him out. Gust, so close. But there we go. Down goes the Gligar, and we defeat Sailor Brendan and Battlegirl Lilith. It's not like me to lose this way. Oh, you, I don't want to know you. You deserve to stay lost and end up back at the entrance again. You're worthy of seeing our gym leader. The one's a sore loser and one isn't. So we've done most of these, and there is Brawly. I think that is everything that we're going to be able to see in this gym. So, to finish off this episode, we're going to do our second gym battle. And it's with Brawly. So, do I have an Oran Berry or just some berry? 10 HP. So, let's see what Brawly would like. So, I'm Brawly, Juford's gym leader, blah, 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 blah. So, leader Brawly, he has 4 Pokemon. Starts off with the Monotype. So, we're just going to Gust. He's going to Detect. He's going to Gust again. That's going to do... He's going to actually set up the Reflect, but then he Detects, which is actually just going to waste 1 turn. It's fine. Him detecting is actually fine because it's just wasting turns of Reflect, and that's far more actually important for us. We'll stay in against the Mankey. We know that Primeape can learn Rock-type moves, which is an issue for us. But there you go. Reflect wears off. Gust is now going to take out the Mankey. He's going to send out a Tyrogue. Now Tyrogue does actually have really weak stats, just because. Why don't we get flinched by Fake Out? I'm very confused. I thought we would get flinched by Fake Out. So he's just going to keep healing here, which is fine. I'm going to Psybeam. Let's see how much this does. Okay, he's going to Mark Punch. Psybeam's going to come through. Down goes the Tyrogue. Again, because obviously we had to overlevel for Roxanne. That means we're actually overleveled for Brawly here. Last Pokemon, the Makihita. We're not going to change Pokemon, we're going to stay in. We're just going to Psybeam. I want to see how much it does. Fake Out lands, and we're going to, why are we going through Fake Out, is what I want to know. Does Dustox have something that causes it to go through Fake Out? He's going to bulk up, interesting. Gust should be enough. Down goes the Makihita. We defeat Brawly with relative ease. So, I do like the fact that bug types beat fighting types. So, receive the Knuckle Badge. We'll be able to use the HM move Flash out of battle, and we get the TM08, which is Bulk Up, which raises both attack and defense. And we get Gym Leader Brawly in the Pokénap as well. I can see your talent becoming a giant wave to cause a storm of astonishment among trainers one day. So do you not get... I kind of want Roxanne in, just because I feel like, it would make that. Your future is bright too. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we are going to make our way through the Juford thing, find Stephen, give him his letter, and then we're going to be able to move on towards in Slateport. And then at Slateport, we have the Team Aqua business, and then we head north to Morville, and then, we'll just continue heading towards Watson, essentially. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of my Bug Monotype playthrough of Pokemon Expert Emerald, and I hope you will join me on the next episode.